Like 99% of the people in this world want to be great. Would you agree with that? Yeah, they're called wannabes. 1% work to be great. Drop the mic on that.
It was very casual. We were just kind of walking off the field, and he was like, "So what you gonna do?" I said, "I'm gonna come back next year." He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm excited. Let's go to Atlanta." And I was like, "Yes, sir. Let's make it happen."
Wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smoke on rocket top. Ain't no telephone bills. You'll always be home, sweet home to me. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. It's game day, Halloween weekend. My name is Boogie Bentley.
I'm Dauber.
And I am Gabriel.
The chat's going nuts. The chat absolutely loves that song. They love it. They love it, Gabe. They eat it up. Let's run down the chat. Let's get it out of the way early. Hey, this is the Tailgate Show. We're going to take you all the way up to kickoff. We're watching the Georgia-Florida game. Not much of a game. Did Florida score right there? I was running the show.
Yeah,
Field
field goal.
I laughed because I was like scrolling things and hitting buttons and doing this, and I looked down in the back, and you guys are both doing this, just watching football while I was working. Let's run down the chat, see who's hanging out. DS 4570 in the house with a GBO. What's up, my man? Lee Honda Hilt is here. Corey Timmons in the house says hello, guys. What's up, Corey? Chase Simmons is in the house. What is up, Chase? M5 is here. Says so hyped. Stevie J dropping those oranges and orange hearts in the chat. Justin Sanday is here. What's up? Big Vol Daddy in the house. I extended the invite to Big Vol Daddy. He's not feeling great today, so send some prayers up for Big Vol Daddy. We're gonna make him an honorary member of the Talkin VAWLS Network, and we'll get him on here more and more. Always a pleasure to have a legend of Tennessee YouTube fame. UT Punkin in the house. What's up, UT Punkin? Trucker Dougie is here. Matt Zimmerman's in the house. What's up, guys? Come on in. You guys know what to do. You know what to do. Smash the thumbs up. Smash it early. Smash it often. If you have two accounts, smash it twice. Why not? Why not? Mason Robinette becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Mason. We appreciate that. Hey, that's the key to these tailgate shows. Members of the channel, we're about to send out the link to the Talkin VAWLS Elite members. That's people that give $10 a month. Let's see here. Kingman becomes a member of the channel as well. Thank you, Kingman. We appreciate that. John Hill dropping a $10 super chat so we can now officially start the show. John says, let's skin some cats tonight. Prepare to tame the pups next weekend. Let's go, big orange. I love it. We cannot start a show, and no pressure on John, but we can't start a show until he drops a super chat. We appreciate all the support you give us, John. Ryan Miller becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it. Gabe, you said something before we went live, and I want to put you on blast here. You said you got a little nervous last 20 minutes. What changed? What changed? You've been confident all week. Kentucky's only going to score 10 points. Now you're nervous.
I'm not nervous about the game. My nerves are getting excited for the game because I said before we went live, this is why I hate night games, because I have to wake up and know that it's 9 hours until Tennessee plays football or however long. I just hate that. I hate having to wait all day. And yeah, I haven't been nervous all day, but it's just those pre-kickoff jitters. You know, I'm drinking a drink, whatever, but I'm still just having to contain myself a little bit, getting hyped for kickoff. How about you, Dauber?
Man, I'm excited. I wasn't going to get to watch the game. I had some plans and they fell through. Was supposed to be in Asheville, actually having dinner right now at a really nice place, and then heading over to watch Billy Strings. And I was really pumped about that, but had some sickness. My girlfriend has RSV, which I think Boogie dealt with a little bit ago. It's rough stuff, man. It's knocked her for the count, man. But happy I get to stay home. Got some stuff done this morning. I didn't sleep until like 11, like you. I got up and got some stuff done, so I wasn't nervous all day about football. I was chopping a tree down and hauling the limbs away and getting stuff done. Went and got some burgers that I'm gonna throw on the grill during the game. So, man, here's the thing: we're Kentucky's daddy. That's plain and simple. Not nervous. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think it's going to be a good game in the sense that Tennessee's offense is going to continue to click. I think the defense is going to shut Kentucky down with what they want to do, which is run the ball and control the clock, control the game. And man, Nightmare in Neyland. It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited for those dark modes, man. I'm so excited to see that.
You know why I'm nervous? I'm nervous too, Gabe. And I wasn't nervous all week. I told you we were laughing because I've talked so much trash. So much trash to Kentucky fans on Twitter. But when you tag me, I'm going hard in the paint. If I don't know you, you don't follow me, and you tag me, it's on. It's like no holds barred. I'm going to let loose. And it's like this is such a big game, and I know next week is huge, right? But it's like this week is the difference between 11 wins and 10 wins, which is insanity. It's insane to even say in year 2 of the Josh Heupel era that that's what we're talking about. But I just feel like this is such a big game, and I don't think it's a trap game. I don't think Tennessee's overlooking Kentucky. But Kentucky, they're not – I don't think they're as good as Tennessee, but they can play. And if they show up and Will Levis plays above average – it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a ball game. I like Tennessee's odds. We got some people flooding into the back room. Again, this is a fan call-in show. The link is out for members of the Talkin VAWLS Elite. Let me run through these real quick. Terry Stevens becomes a member of the channel. We appreciate that. Brian Watson also becomes a member of the channel. You guys, you've got custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. Drop them in the chat. Show them what they've won. But also, you get access to the fan call-in shows. Stevie J for $20. That ain't cheap. Says Ohio's struggle bus. Florida can't find a first down. Time for Tennessee to Vol walk all over all of them. You know, Ohio State, we were talking again right before we went live. Ohio State, if they had Tennessee's schedule, we were having the conversation. How many losses? How many losses would they have if they had Tennessee's schedule? And we came to the conclusion they would at least have 2 losses, guaranteed 1, if not 2.
1, if not 2,
yeah, possibly 2. Mason Robinette for 2. Thank you for the super chat. Vols 45-28. Wait, 45-28. Vols by 90. I don't. What is that? Scott Steiner? Is that Scott Steiner math? Is that Scott Steiner math? What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, let's get Sammy P on here first. There's some more people in the back room. What's up, Sammy P? You said you had a ghost story. Let's hear the ghost story. Yes. And if this doesn't deliver, you're on the spot. If it doesn't deliver, you're in trouble.
If it doesn't deliver, everybody can go after me. All right. So I told y'all once before, and if you also follow me on Twitter or follow Boogie, you'll see that I talked about when he mentioned Vanderbilt fans not existing. I mentioned my grandfather who was the last diehard Vanderbilt fan. Well, this man, towards the end of his life, hated Tennessee more than he loved Vanderbilt. And he always told me two things. Boy, I'm going to get you to hate Tennessee, and I will be at my own funeral. This man dies in 2010. A week later, Lane Kiffin leaves and starts
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
process down. And at his funeral, I felt his presence because I put a little Lego minifigure in his coffin because I always played with Legos. He would play with Legos with me. I find that Lego minifigure in a completely different car 2 years later. And then everything else keeps going bad and worse and getting worse and getting worse till we get to Jeremy Pruitt. My aunt dies. Now, my aunt, she knew I loved everything about the Vols, about football in general. She dies. We hire Josh Heupel, and everything starts to get better.
So everything's right in the world.
I mean, you could say with the Vols.
That's what I was talking about, Sammy B. I'm not glad.
the Vols.
What are you talking about, Sammy B? Why are you trying to make me look like the villain?
Because you phrased it that way, Boogie.
Oh, my gosh. Let me hit these real quick. Jeremiah Sanders becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Jeremiah. We appreciate that. Kaylin Justice in the house, the first family of the Talkin VAWLS network, the only married couple that watches the show together in the same house with cell phones in different rooms. But Kaylin says, at the game, GBO. Thank you for Super Chat, Kaylin. Ryan Miller for 10. This is for, okay, what are we doing? Is this the first ever Super Chat that's been dedicated to you, G Money?
No, Billy Napier gave me $2 before, so
I must have forgot to put that in your check. But thank you, Ryan Miller, for the $10. All right, let's flood in these people here. We got Seth in the house, Trucker Dougie is here, Dustin's in the house, Coach Jay's in the house, Crazy and Mrs. Nugs coming in live.
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's up, y'all? It's at the stadium, guys. Look.
oh man, it's looking great.
What a beautiful, beautiful view. All right, I'm going to mute Crazy Nugs. I'm going to mute him because it's going to be so much background noise. What's up, Seth? How you feeling, buddy? You nervous today, or you fired up and ready to go?
No, man. I'm not. Kentucky doesn't make me nervous. We're Kentucky's daddy. I'm confident. My best friend in the whole world's a diehard Kentucky fan. And anyways, he's long story short, he's been avoiding me all week long.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you good though?
Dauber doesn't know how to put on a show. He's pulling for Florida, apparently.
Oh.
Or are you watching South Carolina?
I'm pulling for Florida to get stressed to the max for Georgia to get stressed to the max this week, so they can have a letdown next week.
Now let's go back to Seth. Seth?
Sorry, Seth. My
You're
apologies.
Good. Anyways, my best friend in the whole world's a Kentucky fan. He's been avoiding me all week long. I've been sending him messages. He won't reply. He's avoiding me at all costs this week. And anyways, normally before the game, he always sends me a good luck to you guys, and I haven't gotten jack today. So, but no, I'm very confident.
There's no way Kentucky.
It's just another day. It's just another day at the office with Kentucky to me.
There's no way Kentucky fans are confident. There's no way. I feel like finally, me and Gabe had this conversation on one of the morning shows. They all blend together. But the word dictate came into the conversation, and it's so true. It feels like Tennessee dictates everything now. There's no more of this, well, we have to go out and play perfectly and win the middle eight and control the clock and do this and do that. No, we're going to dictate what happens. Dustin, what about you? You confident? You got to be. We're Kentucky's daddy.
Yeah. I think I'm, pretty confident overall. I think there's too many advantages on our side. We'd have to do a lot of things really bad and wrong to throw this one away, I believe. But I do want to start fast. I do want to catch that momentum right off the bat and keep the crowd in it the whole time. I want to give the crowd a pleasing evening of domination.
What about you, Coach Jay? How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling great. Just chilling out poolside here in SoCal.
So miserable. So miserable.
Yeah,
Palm trees in the back. Oh,
beautiful 82, 83 degree weather. Smoked a couple pork butts and ready to watch the Vols win. So definitely good vibes. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to controlling both lines of scrimmage in this one. And I think we're going to give it to them. I think we're going to boat race them early and take it to them, guys. I feel good about it. Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll tell you, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but the couple people that are kind of like riding on the Kentucky side, I was listening to a couple of them, and I feel like they got an unrealistic expectation of what their defense and what their offensive line are going to be able to do in this one, guys.
I agree that their numbers on defense are kind of skewed. You can say they played Ole Miss, but Ole Miss kind of got exposed. Their numbers on defense are kind of skewed a little bit. They're solid. They're a solid defense, but they're not as great as the number the stat number suggests. The stat ranking suggests. I'm sure they'll present a challenge today. But from an athletic perspective, from a scheme perspective, I don't think they have the tools to match up on with our offense. And you go by position. It's just Tennessee advantages all the way. Trucker Dougie, you're sort of back and forth on getting to watch the games. Are you going to get to sit down and watch this one tonight?
So I was debating on driving a little bit further, but I'm going to shut down just right around the game time. I'll just have to drive hard tomorrow. It is what it is. That's why my camera's off that way. Yeah, that's why my camera's off right now, because I don't want to be looking at the screen. So, but yeah, I'm super pumped up. I was a little on the nervous side earlier, but then I heard about some UK fans painting our rock, and that just pissed me off to the max. So screw them. We're gonna hit them by 50. Well, reality check. Let's say we'll beat them by 30. All right, we're gonna beat them by 30. But yeah, after I read about that, I was like, are you serious? Like, really? You beat us what, once in like 11 years, and then you come to our house and do that? No. I think I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I don't know if you guys know, but I just put the Florida Georgia game back on the radio, and Florida came back. They're down by 8.
Yeah, I believe, did they miss the extra point? They just scored a massive touchdown. Did they miss an extra point? I believe they did.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
it
not
looks
sure.
like
I just put it back on.
Yeah, everyone was saying that it was 20-28, but that was before they kicked the extra point and and they missed it. So that doesn't help them for sure.
I was busy apologizing to Seth for interrupting after that touchdown. So I didn't.
Hey, let me jam through some super chats real quick. We got a few coming in. Luis Ortiz for 5. Beware if Tennessee gets past Georgia undefeated, Tennessee won't lose a game for 2 more years. 50 in a row. Hey, sign me up for that. Sign me up for 50 in a row. Yeah, forget Vols by 50 in a row. I'll take it. Michael Davis for 2. Florida just pulled within 28-20. Yeah, I'm halfway watching it over here. I'm a Dauber, and I put this out on Twitter, who we want to win. We want Georgia to win. We want Georgia to come in number 1, but there would be nothing better than a long, drawn-out dogfight down to the wire. Logan Branham for 10. You guys were talking about traditions and memories of what makes you Vols fans. Grew up in Georgia next to the Alabama line. My mom had a full-size cutout of Peyton from the 97 paper. It's just her and I as Vol fans. Love it, Logan. We had a stand-up back when me and Snake used to have season tickets. We went to all the games. We always tailgated. We had a stand-up of Kevin Harvick, the race car driver, and we put an Eric Ainge jersey on him. He had an Eric Ainge jersey, and it became this thing at our tailgate, and he was just known as Uncle Kevin. And he went to every single tailgate, always had on the Eric Ainge jersey. A buddy of mine gave me that Eric Ainge jersey, and I never wore it. Kevin Harvick wore it for like 3 years in a row, and it just got trashed, absolutely trashed from Uncle Kevin wearing it every week. Thank you for the story, though, Logan. Love to hear those type of stories from you guys. Jack Stex Big, I guess. Thank you for the super chat. $20, that ain't cheap. My neighbors learned to hate me after the Bama win, and I found out the neighbor is a Kentucky fan. I've been bumping Rocky Top all week long. I love it. I love it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Very generous. We appreciate that. Let me update the leaderboard real quick here. Let's see if I can multitask and pretend to be talking. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. We got a Stevie J super chat. He didn't beat the Stevie J super chat. Let's go on to Brent Bridges for 10. First time in years that I'm not nervous going into a game and truthfully don't know how to feel about it. Enjoy the ride. This is what it feels like to
I'm thirsty.
Is that Seth? We gotta teach him how to mute. Boom, there you go. Seth's muted now. We got it. Hey, we talked about it this week. Battered Vols syndrome. Josh Heupel is the cure, man. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, enjoy the wins. Sean Templeton for 5. Vols big today. Leave no doubt to the nation. Vols #1 Hendon Hooker is the top of the Heisman. Now, I saw that betting odds changed after that Ohio State game, which is very, very interesting. Let's get Stevie J on here. What's up, Stevie J? What's going on, buddy?
What's happening, Boogie?
How you feeling, man? You got that confidence?
Oh, yeah, baby. I always got that confidence. You know that. Always.
I like it. I like it. Balls by 50 or more?
I don't know about 50. I would say the score's going to be 45-21, but I've been calling that ever since last week. You know that.
We were
talking last week.
We were talking about Kentucky fans and their delusion, and it's like the last Tennessee's been down for 15, 20 years, right? And Kentucky's been at their peak for the last five or so years, and they've still only beat Tennessee 3 times, twice by a field goal, while Tennessee's at rock bottom and they're at the top. What? So it's just comical to me. It's comical.
Yeah, I made the comparison all week to a friend of mine. I don't know how much better Kentucky is than LSU, to be honest with you. I thought that was kind of a close comparison compared to other teams in the SEC. Obviously, LSU's got a new head coach, so there's some growing pains there. But just structurally, I didn't think that there's a whole lot difference between the two teams. So I'm hoping we can come out and put it on them quickly. I don't know how you guys feel about that comparison.
I think that is.
Go
ahead, Sam.
Forward on them. Sorry, Gabriel.
No, you're good, man. Go ahead.
I got a party to get to in a few minutes. Speaking of that party, my cousin, who's a Kentucky fan, is not going to the party to avoid me because it's also a Halloween party and a Tennessee-Kentucky watch party.
That seems to be a theme tonight. That seems to be a theme tonight. Kentucky fans avoiding us Tennessee fans. I wonder why. They're scared to death of this Tennessee football team, baby. They know what's about to happen.
Here's the funny thing. I haven't dragged him as much this season as I could have.
Right.
When they lost to South Carolina, I was merciful and just didn't bring it up. And he's still trying to avoid me.
Can I add something about UK fans?
Sure.
So I have a really good buddy of mine that I used to play Xbox with a long time ago, back when Xbox was cool.
It's still cool, man.
It's still cool.
Well, I'm PS4 now.
I'm PS5, baby.
Yeah.
PlayStation all the way.
You're a traitor.
It is what it is. But he lives in Kentucky. He is actually a diehard Tennessee fan. So we got one behind enemy lines. I just want to give a shout out to him.
Hey, we got some Tennessee YouTube royalty in the house. Big Vol Daddy, even though he said he wasn't feeling good, going to jump in here anyway. What's up, Big Vol Daddy? How you feeling? And what are we, 35 minutes away from kickoff?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Gotcha.
You're great.
Okay. It said something about another app was using my microphone, but I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Always feel better when it gets close to game time. Feeling uber confident about this game. Not so much last week, but I'm kind of working in reverse. Usually I get more nervous as game time gets closer, but this week for some reason it's been the other way around.
Daddy.
I don't feel like this game should be close, really, but you never know. We'll see.
Don't you think Kentucky almost has to play perfect to keep it close, whereas Tennessee doesn't? And we were talking about that earlier. It feels good to be on that side of things for once.
Absolutely.
So good.
Coach Boogie,
For sure.
Boogie, I feel like they got to play a perfect game just to cover the spread, which, did it go up to 13? Or is it still at 12.5?
It was 12.5 and then up to 13, and I think it might have gone back down to 12.
I believe it went. Currently it's at 11.5. So
It was at 12 this morning.
That was after Cedric got announced.
They're trying to control that money. When you're bouncing like that, you're trying to control money.
Speaking of Cedric, Gabe, what kind of stat line you think we're going to get out of our man Tillman today?
I mean, some people think he's going to be rusty. I mean, he'll have to knock some dust off, like maybe a tiny bit of dust off for sure. But he's been working. I know he's been working so hard to get back here, going through drills. I know he's going to be focused, ready to get back. I feel like maybe outside of a drive, it's going to look like he never left. I'd love to see him grab a couple touchdowns tonight. I think that's what I'm thinking. Couple touchdowns, maybe 100, 120 yards. That's could be wrong. But I'd love to see him grab a couple TDs tonight.
Yeah,
I was going to say I'm on the other side of the coin right there. I think he plays sparingly, and they're getting him up to game speed for next week.
Yeah, I just
I'm
hope
about to
that.
go. So my bad, Coach Jay.
No, I was just going to say, my only hope is that we put enough on tape of Tillman to get Georgia's defense coordinator staying awake at night. And what the heck am I going to do about these 3 receivers, or technically, I guess 4 now? Go ahead, though.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree with Dauber. I feel like they're going to use Tillman sparingly. They're just going to get him back into it, prepare for Georgia. You'll see him get more targets probably in the fourth quarter, but in the first few quarters, it's going to be probably just a slant, maybe over the middle a little bit, and a screen. You'll see go his way. I don't think we're going to see much of the deep shots until maybe the fourth quarter.
5-yard ends.
I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong about him, playing like he never left. I could be totally wrong about that. But
there's this comment right here from Austin, Ireland, that AP said he was only going to play 25 to 35 snaps, and they said that they did the 2-minute drill like right before we went live, and they said that they're probably going to announce him as the starter, but he's not going to start, and he's going to be very limited. Big Ball Daddy, you were about to say something and got cut off. What were you going to say?
I was asking if any of you guys still listen to the pregame stuff on the radio. What I'm getting at here is I was listening to Ainge earlier in the day, and he was concerned that I think it was him or it might have been somebody else. Anyway, they were concerned that maybe they might target Tillman a little bit too much tonight to try and get him back into the flow, and that it might screw up our offense. What do you guys think about that comment? I never thought about that as a possibility, but it does make sense.
I think you want to get.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When you're trying to work somebody back in from being injured, that is definitely a possibility. But I think just with the chemistry that Hooker has with Tillman and how he's developed with the other receivers, I don't think it'll throw it off. It might be something they have to adjust to pretty quick, but I think we'll be fine. I gotta go. See y'all. Vols are gonna beat the crap out of Kentucky, 45-21. I'll see y'all later. Go Vols.
All right.
Later, Sammy
Go
B.
Vols. Go Big Orange.
All right, let's get Kingman on here. What's up, Kingman?
What's up?
How you feeling, buddy? You confident?
Oh, I'm feeling great, man. I think Kentucky. The only thing bad about Kentucky, like that I see, is the fact that when Will Levis is actually playing decent, he can be the NFL quarterback that everybody sees him as. But in all reality, I don't think he's that tier as Hooker is.
No, not at all. He just doesn't have that. He doesn't have the playmaking ability that Hooker has. He just doesn't.
No, not at all.
Yeah, he definitely don't want to get in the shootout.
Their offensive line is weak, and he's not going to have time to set his feet. And that's the thing. If we're not able to get pressure on him, he's able to drop back and pick apart the secondary. Yeah, it could be very, very bad for Tennessee. But I don't think that's going to happen. The way this defensive line has played, especially of late, I think they're going to have a field day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think you live and die. I think you live and die by the blitz.
Go ahead, bud.
No, I was just going to say I think you live and die by the blitz, and almost kind of use that like a quasi bend but don't break strategy with living and dying by the blitz. If it's me.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do a similar thing to us, because I think they're going to try to keep everything in front of them. And I can see an instead of our receivers having pretty big games. Maybe not Jalen Hyatt popping out for 200 yards or something, but I can see an even kill kind of approach to throwing the ball around and taking what the defense gives us, and hopefully our run game can still progress. I still want to see some busted runs. We haven't seen too much of that yet. We've added up to a lot of yardage throughout games, but I'd love to see some big butters run today.
Dustin, you're roboting out really,
Yeah, you
really
sound like
bad,
T-Pain.
really
You sound like T-Pain, Dustin.
Stevie J, you were about to say something. What were you going to say?
I want to go back to the Tillman thing for a second. I think they target him for 15, 20 passes maybe just to get the dust knocked off of him, but I don't think they want to put anything on tape for Georgia to be able to look at. I think they want to keep him as a surprise to what he can actually do in a Georgia game, because remember, we haven't seen him play since, the beginning of the season when he got hurt. And if you got Hyde on one side of the field and you got Tillman on the other side of the field, I mean, who do you put two guys on? I mean, it strings out their defense to where you have to respect the run, you have to respect both receivers. You don't want to put anything on there for Georgia to be able to look at to prepare for. So I don't think he'll get any touchdowns or anything. I think they'll target him for some yards, nothing long, nothing deep, maybe some short passes. But that'll probably be about it.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting thought. That I don't necessarily agree, because I feel like Tennessee's going to play this game to win this game, and they're going to pull out the things that they're going to do to win. You know.
Now, if we actually need him to win, like if we need him to catch an 80-yard pass and for a touchdown, I mean, they'll go for it because they're going to play this to win. But I don't think they want to put very much on tape for Georgia to look at with Tillman because he's such a question mark.
Like specific plays designed for him. That's what kind of. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I hear that too. I will mention this little caveat though. As a D coordinator, Heupel and Golish are so good at putting wrinkles and extra bells and whistles into this offense. I mean, they put so many different looks out there. It gives me nightmares, and I don't even got to put up a defense against them. It is wild. And short of having like a Warren Sapp, Nick Fair, I don't know, whatever dominant nose tackle where I can play 3D linemen and stop the run up the middle every time. I don't know what the heck I would do, to be just being straight up, guys. It's a nightmare to guard, and we're lucky.
Tennessee's offense makes you guard them man to man on every position. You can't, if you leave one position open, we're touchdown. That's all we need is 15 seconds, and you just screw up once.
Oh yeah.
And as long as you're playing man to man, you're playing our game, and we got you. And 100%. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Let me say, I did share out the link for everybody that's Talkin VAWLS faithful and higher. Let me go ahead and put it out for emoji access, because Wayne's in the freaking chat, and he always cries he can't give an extra $2. So let me send it out to all channel members, and if we need to rotate some people off, we'll rotate some people off. But we do have 350 people watching live. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up. It helps the channel. We would appreciate it. Don't forget, we'll be live immediately after the game. So jump right back on here right after the game. We'll be live. You know what's kind of funny? The Kentucky fan that hated me, he now follows me on Twitter and is going to come hang out for the postgame show. I tell you what, boys, there's something about my personality that draws some people in. They hate me at first, and I tell them, give me a chance. Come hang out. Keep it civil. Don't get in here and start throwing insults and cussing people out, and I promise you, you will fall in love with what we do at the Talkin VAWLS Network. Universal Savage becomes a member of the channel. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Jordan Estrada for 5. COVID ain't keeping me down tonight. Boys, this wide receiver core is feeling dangerous, and Hemden Heisman is locked in. I don't know what this means, but he says WGWTFA. It might be his initials or something. I don't know. But thank you, Jordan. We appreciate the super chat. Robert 45 Tennessee for 2. We better not overlook Kentucky. They're coming to play. Hey, we can overlook everybody because we're fans. Josh Heupel, this football team, they're going to be dialed in, ready to go. The kids in the house. Who else we got? All right, we're full. Everybody that bounced in early. Seth, Coach Jay, Trucker Dougie, do you guys care to bounce? Stevie J, stick around. Yeah. You came in a little bit later. Stick around, Stevie J.
All right. Yeah, if I can just make a quick prediction real quick.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
All right. So, reality, as much as I would love for us to beat them by 30, I think it's going to be a really close game. I'm going to go 35-21.
Nice. Take it. A W. Nice. A W.
Yeah, I've already given my.
Oh yeah, score. Of course.
I've already given my score prediction. I've got us winning by about 18-19. But I keep getting this weird feeling Lane Kiffin's going to Auburn, so I guess I'll make that my day prediction.
Oh wow!
Hey, I think I said that sometime within the last couple of weeks.
You might have put it in my mind, but
Totally see it happening. Totally see that happening.
all right, guys.
They don't have the money. They don't have the money at Ole Miss. He's going to want to
Yeah.
go somewhere where they have the money.
Absolutely. All right, guys, go Big Orange. Take it
Later,
easy.
Coach Jay.
Bye, guys.
I'll bounce and make some room for somebody, Boogie. You
No,
guys
stick around. Stick around unless you want to leave because you,
Yeah, I'm
you
out.
want to leave. Stick around, Big Vol Daddy.
Yeah, I'm about to hop
If you
out.
want,
Hey, if y'all keep seeing me and Dauber look like this, it's because we're both watching this Florida Georgia game. It's actually getting pretty good.
y'all watching on the same TV?
No,
right over there.
I'm in Colorado, man.
Oh, Big Ball Daddy, if you want to bounce, you can bounce. But we got room for you, man. We got room for you. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate the invite, and I'll be back. I'll be talking
All right.
to you guys.
All right.
Sounds
Hey,
good,
Bob,
buddy.
right,
Thanks for
see you,
dropping
sir.
in.
Yeah, man.
Hey, how good is it that we don't have to listen to Kentucky fans say, "Well, wait till basketball season."
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, how many of you guys saw the score from last night?
I saw it.
Oh, it was
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful.
You know,
Number
I
11
almost-
hoop team putting it to
Yeah,
Gonzaga.
I almost went to that
Yeah.
game. It was about it was about an hour away from where I live. I almost went, but it's just I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. It would have been worth it, but there were just some schedule conflicts, and it would have been a fun thing to watch though. But yeah, wasn't able to go to that.
Man,
Jerry, you should
there's
have hollered at me.
The
I'm
Yeah,
only
the
30
only-
minutes
only-
away. I'm right here in Denton.
Oh, nice.
the
Yeah.
only thing worse than a Kentucky football fan is a Kentucky basketball fan.
there you
Oh,
go.
man.
Hey, there's something in the water in Knoxville about offenses and scoring points. I tell you what, the baseball team, the football team, the hoops team, man, they're all in that fast pace. Let's falls by 50 on everybody. I love it.
Absolutely. I'll say this real quick because I don't think I was heard last time, so hopefully you can hear me this time, and I'll get out of here. I was just saying earlier that I think they're going to try to keep everything in front of them defensively. So I don't know that we'll see as many explosive plays. I hope we see some explosive plays in the run game, and then just kind of spread the ball onto the receivers and let several players have big games. My prediction would be we had 45 on them here, so I'm going to go 47 big balls.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm yelling at Wayne in the chat. Wayne, you've got the link. Get in here and do a little work. Get in here and do a little work, Wayne.
Something else that's cool, if I could point it out real quick, just a cool little thing. Chad Johnson is at this game today. Ocho Cinco. His daughter is on a visit this weekend. I believe she's a track and field athlete. So he's a marked Jalen Hyatt fan. Really also likes Hendon Hooker. He didn't get the Hyatt jersey like he said he was going to. He
said it was sold out.
5 jersey. Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but
Yeah.
So I just want to point out how cool that is for recruiting as well. Just because this was a completely random thing. This wasn't he wasn't invited by the coaching staff or anything, but for him to be able to be there, and a lot of guys, this is a pretty big recruiting weekend. A lot of guys being able to meet somebody like literally Ocho Cinco, who's bought into this Tennessee program. That's a big advantage tonight, and it's really cool. It's a really cool little just tick advantage to have. So
that's the beauty of being good. It's like RG3, tweeting out all the time about Tennessee. Sorry, Dauber, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the Ocho Cinco thing goes back to the LSU game, does it not?
It's been a few weeks.
When he
was
asked
like,
about
who is this number 11?
Who should I watch for in this
Yeah.
LSU Tennessee game? Who from LSU should I watch for? Is I think what he said.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
somebody said, you don't need to be watching LSU. You need to be watching these boys from Tennessee. Check out Hooker, check out Hyatt.
Yep.
And from that game spawned kind of this. He's been tweeting a bunch, and man, that's we've talked about it the last couple of weeks. The national media love affair for Tennessee right now, and just comes along with being relevant again, and it's awesome.
Look at this guy popping in late, doing a little work. What's up, Xavier?
What's good, guys? What's good? But I say, hey, dark mode activated, nightmare mode. Let's get it. Let's get
I'm gonna do
it.
the old man thing real quick.
You got
Oh
the
my
lights
gosh.
off too.
I can't pull it up on my computer. I can't do it in time. The moment will have passed by the time I get it.
Why do
pulled
I
up.
live stream with
You can see it.
70-year-old men?
You can see it. There he is
Oh,
with his
dude.
daughter. He's wearing the Hendon Hooker jersey, looking clean.
Now all we can see is you.
There you go. There it is.
See, I like that because Tennessee is orange and white, not black. God darn it.
Oh gosh, don't
Oh,
start that.
Lord
We're gonna
alive.
turn the whole panel against you.
Here we go.
Gonna turn the whole panel on you.
To be honest with you guys, I don't care what color they wear as long as they're winning. As long as
Listen.
we're playing good and putting 100% effort into the game, I don't care what color they wear.
Couldn't agree
Look,
more.
it's nightmare mode. Listen, we coming in like
Xavier's gonna get us demonetized immediately.
no. Hey, look, serial killer vibes. I said, let's get it. Hey, let's get it, guys. Like I said, I know from the last stream that I was talking about Kentucky and it was a trap game and all that, but no, this time I feel confident. I feel confident that we can go out there and we're just gonna handle business.
Your boy Ponder, you dropped in. You've been quiet. You a long-time listener. Is this first time? I think it's the first time you've been on the fan call-in.
Yeah, that's facts. It's been a minute.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling? You confident tonight?
Feeling good. It's really, yeah. I mean, I think we're probably going to win this by 3 scores. I think, but it's crazy all the attention Tennessee's getting here lately. I mean, I've been watching for about 10 years, and man, it's crazy. All of a sudden, we're good, and we're kind of the center of national attention, and it's crazy.
Are you wearing a dark mode jersey too?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him represent.
Hey, represent.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm
Elijah,
going to get out of here and finish watching this Georgia game. Everybody have a great day and enjoy the game, and we'll see you all after the game. And how amazing is it going to be to have an 8-0 Georgia and an 8-0 Tennessee going at each other next week?
Yes, sir.
Keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Can't
Bigger
wait.
and bigger. Thank you, Stevie J.
Everybody have a great day.
Later, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that Penn State-Ohio State game was pretty interesting for a while there. I was thinking maybe Penn State could do it, and if Penn State was able to do that, that would have been crazy. We would have had potentially a number 1, number 2 Tennessee Georgia game there.
If Tennessee, if we can put the beat down on Kentucky tonight, if Tennessee does not hop Ohio State in the AP, we're gonna be number 1 or number 2 in the college football playoff. That's just the way. But if they can't jump Ohio State after this week in the AP poll, I will be so shocked because you watch that game. Ohio State, Penn State's a solid football team. They're a solid football team. Ohio State, Penn State wrapped that game in a gift box and put a little bow tie on it and handed it to Ohio State. If Penn State played the game they could have played, they wouldn't have even had to play a perfect game. They would have just had to play their game without turning it over however many times they did, and they probably would have made it a lot closer, if not beat Ohio State.
You know better than that. AP Bowl's not dropping Ohio State.
No, but that's why
That's
why I said last stream. Look, give me Ohio State in the playoffs. If we can sneak our way in the back door in the way of the playoffs, give me Ohio State. Give me Ohio State.
We will absolutely kill Ohio State right now. There's no question about it. The only reason they won that game is because they had 3 interceptions and 1 was returned for a touchdown. Otherwise, that game would have been a lot closer than what it was.
Man,
out to be.
they scored scored 28 points in 7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, it was so it was close up until the end. But props to them for pulling away. But I just think, man, how much more evidence do you need? You know, I mean, everybody and their mother is saying Tennessee's the number 1 team in the country. And you're telling me the AP is going to keep him at number 3 just because? So, I don't know.
No, it's
whatever.
crazy.
Michigan looked better than them.
I mean, I think Tennessee is really the only team in the top 4 that has a top 4 win. It was over Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'll say this right now. I think the Alabama game and the way that we went to Death Valley and destroyed a top 25 ranked LSU team was enough to put us at number 1. There's nobody else in the country that has a better win on the road and more ranked wins than we do. And I think the only bad game we played all year is Pitt. And I wouldn't even call that a bad game, but I think that Pitt is the only game that we've looked off this year. Also, sorry I was in and out. My phone died, and then I couldn't get the audio to work. So, sorry about
You're
that.
good, buddy. You're all good.
We got Kenny Davis in the house. What's up, Kenny? How you feeling tonight, buddy?
What's going on? I'm so excited. You don't even understand. We are Kentucky's daddy. This is going to be awesome. You know, I thought that the Georgia-Florida game would be something, but, you know, they started off slow and started picking up, and now they're going back down again.
20-42 Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
42-20 Georgia.
Hey, let me hit some super chats real quick. Adam McDaniels becomes a member of the channel. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate that. Fido Productions for 5. Thank you for super chat. I really despise Georgia and hate giving any kind of compliments, but how about Brock Bowers? Isn't in the Heisman race. I will never understand. Man, he made a heck of a play earlier. Little tip drill, took it to the house. Stevie J for $50. That ain't cheap. And you know what happens when somebody drops a 50 spot? Got to play the clip.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
And I don't know if you guys noticed what that super chat says, but it says for Boogie. So nobody's getting a penny of it for hosting the best fan shows. Thanks, Stevie J. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Man, the fan calling show is always a blast. We got another one back here in the back. What's up, Joseph Brown? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? Love this freaking show. Gets me through work half the time. It gets boring sitting in an office all day, so love the show. Can't wait for this game.
Bosses around the country absolutely hate this channel, especially once Gabe came on the scene. And it's like we're going to go live every Monday morning. Productivity just spiked on Monday morning. I love nothing more than hearing that you guys watch this while you're at work and don't actually work. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I do it, man. Like I work at GameStop, so like 90% of the job is just waiting on people to come in. So if something's on Talkin VAWLS, I'm listening to it.
Oh wait, so
I
if you
gotta hide them on YouTube for the show, I just listen to it mostly.
So if you work at GameStop, do you listen to Camelot 331?
No.
Look up Camelot 331 on YouTube, and you'll thank me later if you work at GameStop. If you don't work at GameStop, it won't make sense. You'll have some good laughs. If you hate your job, you'll have some good laughs. Anyway, that's a random tangent. We're about 13 minutes away from kickoff. Let's go around and do some predictions. Myself, Dauber, Gabe have already given ours. Kingman, give us maybe some keys to the game and give us a score prediction, and then we'll get you all out the door.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if Hooker does what he's done all year long, this game won't even be close. I'm going to say 41-28 at least, maybe even higher. I mean, other than that, I don't really see it going any other Kentucky's way because knowing them, they really can't keep up with our offense. Their defense is okay, but other than that, I don't see them keeping up with our offense.
What's your score prediction?
41-28.
Oh, did I miss it? You said I was reading the chat. Missed it.
You missed it.
God, being a host is not easy. Awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on. You got good audio, good quality. Always enjoy having you on the show. Thanks for jumping on, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Go Vols.
Later, man.
Yeah, go Vols.
All right, Michael, what do you got? Give me a little keys to the game and a score prediction for tonight.
All right, Michael, what do you got? Give me a little keys to the game and a score prediction for tonight.
Well, defense got to play well. Keep, I think, pressure on Levis. I think we can do that. I think we can get pressure because Kentucky's offensive line kind of sucks this year. And I'm sticking with my previous prediction, 48-28.
48-28.
Love it, man. Appreciate you coming on. Always a pleasure. Have a good night, buddy, and go Vols.
Hey, go Vols.
All right, your boy Ponder, what do you got? Give me a little something special. Give me a Lee Corso type edition here.
Oh, geez. I mean, I think that if we can, we're going to beat that defense. There's no issues with that. We've beat defenses all year, and there's no struggle there. I don't think we'll struggle that much on our defense as well. I think we're going to hit Levis. We're going to hit him a lot. We're really good in the red zone. I think we'll continue to be really good in the red zone. I think we're probably going to win this one 42-20.
Awesome, man. I'll take it. Always enjoy having you in the chat and the comments. Good to have you on the show for the call-in, man. Thanks for jumping on. I thought he would at least say you're welcome.
He doesn't say goodbye.
Dude, he didn't say nothing.
He's like the Undertaker, just walks off in the mist. Oh, man. Let me hit a couple more super chats here real quick. Shadowless Pokemon Dimes becomes a member. I know he's been one before. And that's just a quick reminder to some of you. Some of you, it won't auto-renew. And so the end of the month comes, and then you're no longer a member. So we see like X number of memberships go up, and then X number of memberships go down. So there's always this fight. So just make sure you've got it set up to renew. But thank you for rejoining the channel. We appreciate it. Kevin Smith for 5. Thank you for Super Chat. 3810. I'm feeling it strong. You don't mess with the Rock, baby. Yeah, let's get fired up about the Rock. We protect the Rock. Brandon Harbin for $20. That ain't cheap. Says 5931 Vols. Great show as always in Go Vols. Thank you, Brandon. We appreciate the Super Chat. Let's see who else we got here. We got Trey Elder for 2, 45-24 Vols. I'll take it. Everybody feeling confident. Stevie J for 20. That ain't cheap. Stevie J was just on here, and the second he left, he started dropping big time super chats. We appreciate it, buddy. This is the game where our defense shows up and shows out. Go Vols. We talked that all week. Get after Will Levis, make him pay, stop the run, and then get after the quarterback. Wayne Starnes for $50. He can't afford a $2.99 membership, but he drops these $50 super chats like they're going out of style. That ain't cheap.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
Love it, Wayne. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Very generous. We appreciate that. Says, Kentucky's daddy said it's time to pay the piper. Let's go, Vols. I love it, Wayne. Very, very generous, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's a coincidence. Can you throw up the names there on the screen?
What names?
Our names?
I have to remove the super chat to do that.
You want to do that?
I mean, he paid $50. I was trying to let it hang around for a minute, but I can.
Oh, hey. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate that.
Dauber wanted to get himself over it. I want to put it back up. Get rid of your name. Get rid of your name. Xavier, you've not been on the channel. Did you give a score prediction on Tuesday?
No, I did not.
All right, give us what you're thinking. Give us a score prediction, and then you can stick around. You don't have to bounce.
All right, cool. All right, so like I said, I'm a lot confident today. You know what I'm saying? We are Kentucky's daddy, as always. And like Dauber said, you know, they always say, like, whoa, it's basketball season, it's basketball season. Nah, this football season. So I'm feeling pretty good today. So I'm going to say that we're going to go 45-20 Vols.
45-20. I'll take it. What do you got, Joseph? Give us your prediction.
So I think it's going to come down to our defensive line getting back there, making Levis uncomfortable. But I'm going to say 50-20 Vols. Make them pay for putting that ugly blue and black checkerboard on their dark mode unis.
All right.
Love it, man. Thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night. Hope to see you in the post-game show. Kenny, what do you got, buddy?
All right. First of all, I want to say shout out to Magnum GI. What's up? What's up,
Hey,
buddy?
what's up, man? How's it
going on?
Hey, your nickname's caught on a little bit. I'm starting to see
I hope
some
so.
new-
I'm trying to
it
give
was-
it to you, man.
It was my dad's favorite name. He saw that one. He was pretty tickled by that one.
That was my dad's favorite show, so it came to me. But
There you
hey, I'm gonna throw out. You know, I'm not as I don't know. I hope that we really pull this one off pretty good. I think that Kentucky might throw something out there that they're not used to playing. So my prediction would be 35-42 Vols. But I sure hope we do a lot more than that on them. So that's going to be my prediction.
Love it, man. Love it. Appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you, buddies. All right. See ya.
What do you got here, Gabe? That looks clean.
A little bit of a warm-up picture with the dark mode unis. God, they look so good, y'all. They look
even
so
better with the black
good.
helmet, don't they?
Oh
They
my
do.
God,
They
they
look
are
a lot
so
better.
good. Oh man,
So-
everyone who was talking about the non-matching orange can shut up now, because that is Tennessee orange. That is Tennessee orange right there. All right, everyone who doesn't know how a Photoshop filter works. Tennessee orange and black, baby, looking clean.
I totally thought Gabe was about to drop an F-bomb. And if you were one of the ones that said it looked bad and you want to yell at Gabe, there's his Twitter handle scrolling across the bottom there at the last one.
There you
So you can add him.
My buddy that's down there sent me a text just a bit ago and said, man, when the sun sets and it's just the stadium lights, he said, these things are going to look so good. So
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited. Like I said, it makes me want to go down there with him and put on a helmet.
You gonna run through a wall?
Yes, sir. I say, hey, look, lined up right next to my boy Jeremy Banks.
Uh-oh. You taking Aaron Beasley's spot, Xavier?
Nah, he'll probably outbeat me. I'm sure about that.
You think? What do you? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think Xavier is? What do you think he fits in?
Long snapper.
I was thinking the holder. Maybe he could hold the.
I was thinking
kicks.
guard and tackle.
I ain't
There
gonna
you go.
lie.
Tackle anybody gets near it, you know.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably more of an offense guy. I'll probably be a solid running back.
What do you got? About 6. What do you got? 6'3", 40, 6'8", 40?
Something like that.
Y'all, it's all right. We gotta get going.
Yeah, Elijah, send us out the door here. Give us your prediction, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
I think we jump on them quick. I don't think they have the weapons to keep up with us. I think we're going to be up 3 or 4 touchdowns by the end of the first half. Defensive line is going to be in Will Levis. I say 42-28. Discount Sudafed, not the feds. Meth heads, don't matter. Falls by 50. Let's go.
I love it. We're going dark mode. We're sending you out the door with the dark Rocky top for Dauber, for Gabe, for Elijah, for X Factor. My name is Boogie Bentley. We'll see you guys immediately following the game.
Wish that I was on old Rocky Top, down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smoke on Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bills. You'll always be home, sweet home to me. Rocky